Right now we have Irene here. Irene is one of my mentees, and I just cannot wait for you guys to meet her. She's absolutely a role model, of someone who is motivated, who will push through no matter what. So Irene, why don't you please introduce yourself? Tell me about yourself.
Oh, yeah, thank you for that introduction, Eileen. So I had met Eileen last year exactly, and I was very touched and intrigued by her story. And I just randomly commented on one of her posts, which she reached out to me. And I think that was what really triggered the start of the mentorship. And I currently live in New York, and I'm working a regular 9 to 5. And I always wanted some time flexibility and location flexibility. And I've always heard about Amazon FBA, but I wasn't sure like what exactly it is. And then whenever I do research, everything would just get overwhelming. And and I would just like, okay, that's another day's problem. But once Eileen reached out to me, I was, of course, I was a little doubtful at first because, a stranger is reaching out to me, but I can sense through her energy that she really genuinely wanted to help me. And it was like such an easy choice for me to say yes to, not only because of her how genuine she is, but also how she has a track record in the Amazon business, but also my like strong desire to know like what Amazon FBA is. And like I was thinking like it's either, now or never. I could wait another 5 years and figure out. And even if this doesn't work out, I don't try it now, then I'll never know. So that's exactly like how we really started talking and how I started this whole journey with Eileen.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Irene, for sharing that. Okay, so tell me more about yourself, Irene. You mentioned that, your motivation was more, time flexibility, you work in 9 to 5. By the way, what is your 9 to 5 so everyone will know if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, yeah. So I work in a corporate company in finance, and I work pretty much like a hybrid role in an office job sort of thing, and it's like 8 hours plus a day, and I don't have that time flexibility and location flexibility sometimes. And sometimes if like in the middle of the day I wanted to, go work out or go to the supermarket, it's something that I won't be able to do. So that's exactly why, it kind of pushed me like I need to I need to give this Amazon business a try.
Okay, okay. That's great. And how was your experience so far? So tell us more about that.
Yeah, so my experience has definitely been ups and downs to tell you the truth, right? Eileen knows very well, everything that has happened throughout my whole journey. So once I met Eileen, she kind of taught me all of the things that I needed to know in regards to like product research and then also product validation. And I think like those two steps are so important in having a mentor because like without guidance, we're just kind of left like, okay, should I go forward or should I not? And once I had like my product researching done and Eileen gave me, the thumbs up, like she was even more excited for my product because she like believed in it so much that like sometimes I don't believe in it because I didn't believe in like me being capable of doing this and just having her like drive and push and just kind of like accountability and check-ins has been so important. And I know like there has been challenges with the business itself where I had to speak to suppliers. I had to like negotiate. I had to find a photographer. And not only that, like working with Eileen, she had given me all her resources. You know, this is her resources that she personally vetted, and they are her resources, and nobody would do that. Like, to be honest, and to be able to have those resources leverage, it made me so much more confident to kind of be where I am in my business. And not only that, just kind of being there for me for my challenges, and also like eventually launching my product, which I did last month, and also helping me set up like all of the things in the listing has been very like surreal and just like unbelievable.
That's awesome. And I even remember that I went on a video call with your supplier, right? Do you
Yes, yes, I remember. Yeah, it's crazy to know that, you know, having Eileen, like you as a mentor, like you would actually do that, you know, stuff for me. And not only me, like all your other mentees. And that shows like how genuine of a person you are, and just how like, you know, you and your team are superpower people.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing those kind words, Irene. And then yeah, let's talk about your goals. So what is your so first let's see some sales, Irene. Let's first please refresh your Amazon account.
I'm refreshing now. Been such a fun journey just kind of looking at my app every day. Whether it's just one sale in the morning and then seeing how it like changes throughout the day has been just like, whoa, like
Awesome. And what is your goal? What is your like short-term or long-term goal with your Amazon business?
yeah, so I think like with my Amazon business, I do want to grow it, grow my brand specifically, and also grow it in a way where people will recognize it. I know like other aside from, you know, how much I want to make, like I do want to grow it, and I know that's the work that it takes to, you know, grow it, and hopefully someone would see the value in not just like the product but also the brand. So since I'm only making, I'm been making only like 20K, I would roughly estimate a month. I would love to make, you know, 50K a month, and just kind of like work through it. And yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Perfect. All right. And talk through us like about your dream life. How would your dream life look like, Irene, once you hit that 50K, 100K a month with your Amazon business?
Yeah, I guess like dream life ultimately for me is to have flexibility in just time, location, and also like financial security. Just be, I guess, like corporate work optional. And I know that like with this Amazon business, it'll help me gain more like additional sources of income, which is very important, especially living in a city like New York. Everything is super, super expensive. And not only that, just having this Amazon business would just like be so much better than having just one job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Irene, for sharing your time with us. You know, it's been a pleasure, and I can't wait for
Mm-hmm.
you to, you know, achieve your further goals, you know, down the line with your Amazon business. And I have no doubt with your mentality, with your mindset, you can absolutely achieve those one by one. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Eileen.